Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with the season finale of The Witcher. You guys, I'm so excited. If you're joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, you know I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So this is the last episode of this season of The Witcher. Last time I erroneously said, oh, there's like 12 episodes, right? And one of you was very kind enough to point out to me that no, this is an 8-episode series, not a 12-episode series. I don't know why I thought it was 12. I think because typically like I do 12-episode live action series, so I thought it was 12. I don't know, but you know, I never checked on it, come to think of it, because I don't like to look ahead on like the wiki guides. So this is the last one. And to be fair, like I was watching last time and I'm like, are they gonna just have like a lot of dead space in the last few episodes? Because I feel like we're wrapping things up quick. So no, this is the finale. This is it, you guys. This is my only Witcher for a while until they make season 2, which I don't even know when that's gonna be. But last episode was great. So we had this wonderful culmination of everything that we've learned so far about the timelines, about the characters. We're now just about caught up with Ciri's time. Ciri obviously is still kind of wandering off on her own. And last we saw of Geralt, he was kind of in the middle of he was being imprisoned at the castle in the middle of the attack from Nilfgaard, because some people just don't know what's good for them, you guys. I have to say that was just a real shame. I totally get, you know, not wanting, like, losing your only child. I think she was the only child, the princess of that we saw a few episodes back, Ciri's mom. But like your child, like even if it wasn't your only child, like losing your child and then being told like, you have to be separated from your grandchild. Like I get it, that really stinks and it's a real shame. But on the other hand, like if you thought there was a chance you would actually lose that child, you know, like that the child might get hurt, like sometimes you have to like just make a tough decision like that, you know, and like, and I hate to say it, but they should let Geralt take Ciri. They really should have. Again, horrible situation. It was not an easy choice, but like we, the audience, know obviously by that point, like, oh my God, what are you doing? And you know, the queen just kind of like, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised because by that point we had seen her like in the past and everything, but I kind of thought like come to modern times she would have been a little bit more chilled out, but you can still see like the remnants of that, like, oh, we have an army and we have this and we have that, and you know, and it's like, oh lady, don't forget about your giant ego. You got that for sure. But yeah, so Geralt, we last saw him. He had like just missed Ciri as they were getting Ciri out of the town. So I'm assuming he's looking for her now. We don't really know like what's going on with him presently, like it's where Ciri is right now. Yennefer, I think it was like right before the Nilfgaard attack. They kind of knew that Nilfgaard was planning to go for Sintra, and she was kind of presented with, you know, this choice, like, will you help? Will you fight with the, you know, I don't think the whole council was for going and helping Sintra, but at least some of them are, I think. And, you know, she was kind of presented with that, like, will you go and help? Or, you know, I said at first, like, oh my gosh, she almost sounds like she has a little bit more in common with Nilfgaard, to be honest, because Nilfgaard's sort of like, nah, we don't call it black magic or bad magic or whatever. All magic is just magic, whatever. And she was kind of saying that to those students earlier in the episode, like, yeah, there's just stuff they don't want you to know because they don't want you to know. So Also, the students, those scenes were crazy. It was really fun to see Yennefer like interact with kids, because we know she's been like, I want a kid, but we've never really seen like what would her dynamic be with. They weren't like little kids, they were like young teenage girls. But it was fun to see her be like the wild bad influence on all those kids. I imagine Geralt will probably be pretty similar. He would just be Geralt. Like, there'll be no change. And he would just be like telling them like it is, you know? I hope we get to see Geralt and Ciri like in the same scene before the end of the episode. That would be really cool. But yeah, so I guess the timelines as they are right now are like getting much closer together. But I think it's still like Yennefer, Geralt, Ciri, and Ciri's most recent. And we know Ciri had like a moment at the end of the episode. She unleashed the beast. And she was chanting, and she was, I think she actually said something along the lines of like what a lot of the people from Nilfgaard have been saying about like, did she say the thing about the axe and the sword or any of that and the white flame? She was like saying things, and I'm like, oh my god, that's what they were saying. I'm sure they'll elaborate on that. But also like poor Ciri, because she has had to find out that basically her entire life, her entire world, her people, her kingdom, everything, like, none of them were what they seemed, you know? So I'm worried for, like, I can already tell this has changed her, you know? And we know that Geralt and Yennefer, like, life has changed them a lot, and not always for the better. And I wonder, like, if they'll get a chance to be an influence on her and, like, inspire hope in her, maybe? Or maybe they'll just all be miserable together. I don't know. But, you guys, there's only one way to find out. Let's jump into this last episode of The Witcher. Let's go.
Don't leave.
This is gonna be icky.
Look at these people. Innocent people.
That's...
Killed for what? So Nilfgaard can have more land?
That's a shame.
We
It really
owe it
is.
to him to do better. I'm not better.
Oh. He seems like a little too practical for that, you know, like if they're dead, they're dead. But this guy's pretty nice. Oh god, there's zombies. Oh god. Oh god, no, they are zombies! You're kidding! No! Is that Geralt? It's way too loud now. Geralt, no, I will, you guys, if anything happens to Geralt, there you go. Oh, nicely done. Watch out, though, there's always, like, one last one. Oh, no! Oh, you said it. No, if Geralt dies, you guys, that's it for me. That's it for me.
Happy ever after all.
He's gonna... No. Mm-mm. No.
Do you believe King Foltest will bring the Northern armies?
I know he will. His daughter was cursed, a Striga. I guess I was the only one who didn't see her as a lost cause.
I knew that sounded familiar.
You saved her.
Or we did. I enlisted a witcher. Geralt of Rivia. I don't know
Oh!
where fate took him.
Okay.
Somewhere unpleasant, I'm sure. You should be wary of his kind. They're so often disappointing.
The ale won't disappoint.
So are you ready? To die?
Please don't die.
Yes. But I've no legacy to leave behind. No family. It's time to accept that life has no more to give. You still have so much left to give.
Yeah. For real.
Are you dumb or something?
Wow.
Why don't you talk?
Rude.
Can't you see she's been through hell? She's not here to take chores off your lazy hands. If you're gonna stay, do you think you could teach them some manners?
This lady's so nice. I'm scared for her. He's still alive.
Hey, careful now. Easy, does it?
Gotta stay awake. Oh, he's gonna like... He's gonna hallucinate. Was he having a flashback?
If we don't, the world descends into chaos.
Oh! The tiny
It's
gold.
magic. It's not real.
Oh my god, was that a flashback or was that like a delirious dream? Was that a flashback to tiny baby Geralt?
Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Tiseo. I can. They're closing in.
That's handy. That's like better than a walkie-talkie. What's she doing? What are those? Oh, mushrooms. Oh, they're... Oh, is she making poison? Oh, she's making poison. Oh. Well, I gotta say,
It's working.
that's a pretty good idea. Not such a good imagery, though, but... Well, seems like they got this covered. You know, except for the whole, like, where are they taking all this life from?
Prepare your shot. Build the forts.
He's pretty good.
To get to the center of it all.
What does that mean? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Oh, I didn't know him that long, but I didn't want him to die. And it looked like they were doing so well.
I won't let you do this. You're worth more than Nilfgaard can ever give you.
Oh no, she's gonna kill her. Oh no.
Dimeritium.
Oh.
Help. Anymore. Rectress.
Ugh. Did that kill her or did it just paralyze her? Oh my lord.
Hey, don't you move. Butcher, hey, whoa, lads, whoa.
This guy's so nice. This guy and the lady that took in Siri.
Lost it. Do we fall off the world? Where do we fall? Into another sphere?
Baby
How
girl.
many spheres are there?
He's a baby.
Are you okay, Ma?
I need water. Go. Fetch it for me.
Oh no. Oh god, this is gonna be tragic. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you know it's gonna be tragic. Is she gonna please don't? Oh no, 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 no. What is this? What is this? What? What? What is... Oh no, this isn't good. Oh! Oh! Good lord! Oh! She was helping Nilfgaard. Oh! Oh, they were all... Okay, they were... Oh, son of a gun! No! They got it infected when all those little worms came out. Oh, Yennefer, don't you die. Don't you die. This can't be how it ends for Yennefer. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap! She just landed on her feet. Good lord. Our girl's got 9 lives. Oh, he's alive. I thought his neck snapped.
I'm glad our paths crossed then.
People linked by destiny will always find each other.
Oh no.
Linked by destiny will always find each other.
Oh no. Oh my god. 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 Oh my god.
Do you know, listener, what they do to a witcher to improve his eyes?
Stop it.
Do you know that it doesn't always work?
Stop it, Harold.
You don't get to use that name. Vesemir gave me that name.
It's time to move on, Carol.
That's like his mom.
It's time for you to find what you let go of.
What was that?
Find
Vesemir!
her.
No!
Oh, it was a dream? That didn't really happen? That was like
You
his
know,
mom person?
woman.
I can't repay you for saving my life, but what I can offer you is the lure of surprise. That which I have but don't know.
Just give me an hour and send your debt paid.
Yes, please! Please!
Can we go?
Oh god. So none of that really happened, but that was like his mom person that he kept on flashing back to. Was she really his mom, or was she just like someone charged with him? Maybe because of like the law of surprise. She like had him as an apprentice or whatever. It's unclear. He called her mom, I think, but then he called her by her name. But she like abandoned him to the Witchers, and oh, how sad. Poor Geralt.
Your life. You saved me. I'll never forget. It's your turn to save these people, this continent. And this is your legacy. How?
Oh!
You can. Everything you have ever felt, everything you've buried. Forget the bottle. Let your chaos explode.
Yennefer, it's all up to you now. All that bottled up power, she's just gonna unleash it. Unleash the beast. Whoa. Oh, it's gonna swallow up everything. Including Nilfgaard, but oh. Oh, is it gonna kill her though? Oh my god, because she needs... Where's she taking all that life energy from?
I had everything I wanted, except a daughter. I can't help but think I was meant to find you.
Oh, lady, please. Oh, she's so nice. Oh, she's so nice.
Yennefer!
What?
Yennefer! Yennefer!
Yennefer!
Yennefer! Yennefer!
Is he like in his own delusion?
Yennefer!
Oh, she heard that. I feel bad for the nice people that took her in.
Whoa, that's...
Are you kidding me?
We're okay. Let her go. And all
I knew it. I knew when he said he was taking her to a farm.
And I was with you always.
Why did she just stay where she was? I knew when he said he was taking him to a farm. I knew it was gonna be that lady and her family. Thank God!
People linked by destiny will always find each other.
Who is Yennefer?
That's a long story. Love it. I cannot think of a better way to end that episode in that season than to have them. So, okay, let's talk. Let's talk here, because when Geralt was having that hallucination and it kept switching from girl to girl to girl, from the first girl, Renfrey, was that her name? And to Yennefer, and to like his mom person. But when she said that, like, we're linked by destiny thing, I'm like, oh my God, is it Ciri? Is like, are we still not caught up with Ciri's story? And maybe that was like older Ciri, like healing him, saying that. But maybe it wasn't even necessarily older Ciri. Maybe it was like, was Ciri like mind healing him without even knowing it or something? It's crazy, because when she said that, when she said linked by destiny, I'm like, oh my Lord. But that's why I thought maybe the mom character, maybe it wasn't his real mom. Maybe it was like someone who got him through the law of surprise, and then she ended up like turning him into the Witchers or something. So I'm not like super clear on that, if the mom was like his real mom or someone who like took him in. But we know she like kind of basically abandoned him, or like brought him to the, you know, left him for the Witchers, I guess, and he became a Witcher. But was that Ciri that was healing him then? Because that's what I thought at first, and I was like, oh! Oh my God, you guys. Them meeting and embracing just made my heart flutter in a way. Like, we've been waiting. We really haven't been waiting that long, because the whole thing is like 8 episodes, but it feels like I've been waiting forever for them to meet. Oh. Oh my Lord. That was so satisfying. I can't even tell you. So the episode was great. I'm worried for Yennefer, because we did not see what happened to her, and it looked like that was taking quite a bit out of her to blow up that entire area. But I noticed she kept like a little, like, she didn't blow up the teacher lady, they said her name a bunch of times. I'm sorry. And I was even like, okay, I'm gonna make a note of her name this time. It's all good. I'll look it up after. But okay. So you know how things beautifully come full circle in this show? When the really nice guy was being so nice to him, the guy who found Geralt out in the woods, and there was a part in my reaction where I said, like, this guy and the lady who took in Ciri are like really nice people, and I was like, wait, there's not a whole lot of good people in this world, are they? And when he said he was taking him to his farm, like, I just like knew. I just like knew they were gonna be. And I thought at the end there, when Ciri has that dream and she goes out into the woods to like look for him, like, oh my God, they're gonna miss each other again. But thank God that's how. I thought she was like leaving, you know, to go look for him, and that he was just gonna miss her again by like a couple of seconds. Thank God. Oh, so wonderful. And then she's like, who's Yennefer? So she was mind linked to him. So I'm guessing then she was the one healing him. She was like in his mind. But maybe not, because I think that could have been from the part at the end where she's dreaming and she's like hearing part of his dream, part of his, like, hallucination / like calling out, because we know magical people can like call out to each other in their minds now, which is pretty cool. I gotta say, it's much more convenient than like a walkie-talkie or even like a text. It's very direct, we'll put it that way. Boy, that was good. Yeah, so Yennefer, please be all right. Love the scene with Yennefer and the teacher just like finally having a moment after all the kind of like pettiness, drama, everything they've been through, the back and forth. It's like they finally kind of had their moment together. The battle was pretty intense. At first, it looked like the mages were going to just clean up, but see, the thing is, they had those mages and they had 20-something mages, but the other side had that whole army plus the mage. And they had other mages too, didn't they? Didn't somebody say at one point they were like collecting mages, Nilfgaard was? So I mean, even though the mages were doing pretty well, and then once they like infected one of them, like, what are you gonna do? What are you even gonna do? They like made them blow up their own territory. So, good Lord. I was really kind of afraid that maybe they wouldn't let us know, like, if Geralt was going to be all right. But I'm glad they didn't do that. But now we have to worry about Yennefer. Yennefer, you better be okay, girlfriend. We have been through a lot together, Yennefer. You better be okay. Wow, that was great. All right, let's talk about this season because I love the story on this show. If I had to pick out one thing in particular that just really sets it apart for me, it is the way that they set you up with these like different stories and start to connect them all together. And it's kind of like playing connect the dots of like all the ways. Like we got the sister loving king back in this one, you know, like and his mage and like and so they connect the three plots together. Like Ciri's and Geralt's were starting to connect from episode 1. But then like they bring Yennefer into the whole thing. But then like even little things, like they do that with everything. Like the guy who saved Geralt and the farm and the lady who saved Ciri, and like it's like all these tiny little things start to like come together and you realize like, wow, this is a really small world after all. That method of storytelling, while it's definitely, especially for someone like me who like can miss little things here and there, you know, it's been like a challenge, but like a good challenge, like a puzzle, you know, like to put it all together. And I just think that way of telling the story made it so much more interesting to me. Not that it wasn't already a really good, well done story, but like that just really put it over the edge for me, because it's like you feel like you're putting together the pieces of a puzzle. I went so back and forth on some characters. Like some I latched onto right away. Like Ciri I latched onto right away. I'm like, this poor girl. And then like Geralt, I mean, I think I knew right away I liked him. And then like Yennefer, I went kind of back and forth on like feeling her out and what is she all about and everything. And it's kind of weird that in a way at the end of the story at this point, it's almost kind of like the three of them are having their stories aren't the same, but they do have a lot of parallels. Like it's very clear to see how Geralt and Yennefer, you know, kind of fit together. Like they have gone through so many of the same things. And even now, like Ciri can really relate to that feeling of like, you know, being different and being alone and like not knowing why she's there, not feeling safe or whatever. It's like the three stories not only connect like plot wise, but they connect in that like you can see, like for example, in the episode where Geralt loses Yennefer and his friend Jaskier, I don't know how to say it, you guys. I did actually know his name though. Do I get credit for that? Maybe just a little half pat on the back. Anyway, like he lost them, and then Ciri lost her friend, all in the same episode. It's like there's little parallels like that between all the stories and kind of like, you know, they all have these abilities, and they've all kind of had tragic upbringings, I guess you could say. Well, her upbringing wasn't tragic until this point, but she's still a kid, so I'd say that counts. But I enjoy that, the way that they're able to kind of like string everything together in more ways than one. But boy, that was an incredible show. That was an incredible season. I love all the characters, and of the 3 main characters, like, I get really scared for Ciri, thinking that she's going to kind of end up as broken and jaded as the other 2. But now that Geralt's there, like, I do feel like there's hope in her story, you know, like, because we can see where, like, Yennefer and Geralt just kind of, they're just searching for something that they can't quite grasp, you know, especially Yennefer, but even like Geralt, like, it feels like they have like very lonely kind of existences, the 2 of them. So I was kind of worried that maybe Ciri would go down that road too, but I just feel like everything's going to be all right now that Geralt is there with her. I am worried about Yennefer though. Are there any other characters? Oh, that one mage got burned so bad. But I was surprised at how many people live. Like, I really thought the teacher character, like, would just be gone, dead as a doornail. And, like, they really didn't take out anyone, like, they took out quite a few of the mages. But I think we had met Sabrina before, but there were a couple that, like, I didn't recognize. And I really, to be honest, I thought it was going to be, like, Yennefer would be the only one left. But, wow, so now we're all current. We're all current, guys. So it's going to be weird if they make, like, another season and it's all just in current time. I wonder if they will, like, stagger it again. And we'll just be dropped into, like, Yennefer's doing something. And now Geralt and Ciri are together, so I guess theirs at least will be connected. But it'll be really interesting to see how they do it. Are they getting a second season? Like, I hope so. I think they probably are. I think this did pretty well. I've heard a lot about it. It seems like it got a lot of buzz. So I think they're probably going to make a second season. I just don't know when. But I loved it. I'm definitely, it's such a well-written, detailed story too, that, like, I know in editing I'll catch a whole bunch, and I know that just, like, from digesting it over the week and everything, I'll probably think of a bunch of things. So, you know, I'll be kind of like back and forth after this, kind of thinking it over, and I'll be able to discuss that all with you for season 2 whenever it comes out, or in the comments or whatever, because it's that kind of show where, like, stuff dawns on you as time goes on. So guys, thank you so much for recommending this show to me. Once again, you have outdone yourselves with a recommendation, and I absolutely loved it. I really hope you enjoyed watching it with me. I feel like it's always more fun when we can watch it together, you guys. So if you're newer around my channel or whatever, I do watch a lot of other cool shows. If you like anime and Japanese shows, I watch some of those. Please poke around and look at my reactions, and I will be reacting to another live action show soon. TBD. TBA, because I don't know what it is yet. That's being decided for me, which I'm very excited about, because once again, you guys just outdid yourselves recommending this to me. So I'm excited to see what you pick next for me. So stay tuned on that. But wow, what a show. I would give that a very happy, positive grunt and a thumbs up. How's that? So guys, please join me for other reactions. Please join me for season 2, whenever that is, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.